How's it going?
Good and bad. Good as
Good.
in I've done a fair bit of the shortwave diathermy, which is lovely. I've had a few very interesting. So a lot of the people who seemed like absolute certainties with the sclerotherapy are all saying after summer. So I think I said to you the last time, I'm taking some responsibility for that because I think that I was accidentally maybe overplaying the downtime and making people think that it probably wasn't the best thing to do before summer. So I've got to do that. And then, yeah, so that's that side of it. But then also, I haven't been able to do an awful lot because my dad's really sick. So I haven't been
Oh,
in sort of clinic as much as I would normally be. So I was
right.
really hoping when I saw you today that I'd be showing you all these wonderful things. But I haven't really. I've got some quite nice diathermy befores and afters, and I've got lots of people who want to have the sclerotherapy, but I haven't been able to do it yet. So any advice greatly received.
Okay, well, look, that's a common issue. I tend to err on the side of telling them about the brown marks and avoid sun exposure because unless you do, it can be distressing for some people. So they've got to know that there's going to be some discoloration,
Mm,
and nearly everybody is going to get some degree of brown discoloration after microsclerotherapy. As I said to you in the mentorship program, I describe it as the ghost outline of the successfully treated vein underneath. And that way, they're actually quite not pleased, but they're expecting it, and they don't get too concerned about the brown discoloration. They know that the sclerotherapy is working. It's part of the procedure. It's an expectation. It will fade and it will go. Whether sun exposure is really going to make it a lot worse, well, it might. And again, I
mm.
do tend to tell them about that. And a lot of people say, okay, I'll leave it till the autumn when my legs are covered and when they're not on show and there's no sunshine. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Having said that, a lot of people, particularly in continental Europe, in the Mediterranean, laugh at us because they do sclerotherapy year round, and they mock the idea that we get significant sunshine that's going to cause deterioration of brown marks in the UK. They
Yeah,
say, you in the UK, you don't get a lot of sunshine. Why are you
yeah.
making such a big
We
fuss
get
about it?
3 days.
We get 3 days, yes. And, who could predict? So it's a bit like we have the most number of convertible cars in Europe,
Do
and
we?
yet yes. I mean,
We're a
my
hopeful
neighbor across the
nation.
road, he's got a convertible car, and we get about one day of sunshine when he
Yeah,
takes the roof down. So maybe we overplay the sunshine thing, but don't worry. I mean, a lot of people will see you for their consultations, get
mm.
booked in the autumn, and then you'll have a clear run at that. So don't worry. As long as you don't lose confidence, and we can meet up again in the autumn and cover
Yeah.
anything that
There's a
you
lot
want
of
to.
interest, an awful lot. It seems to be a timing issue. It seems to be the fact that the summer's coming. And as I say, I think that's probably in no small part my consultation. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Not to worry, not to worry. I had the same thing. I used to get a lot of consultations in the spring and summer when people were looking at their legs, and when their legs are pale and the blue spider veins are very noticeable against the pale background. And then you tell them that they might get a brown mark, and they're horrified at the idea, and they say, okay, I'll leave it till the autumn. That's not a bad idea. I always used to say to people, we're going to get your legs looking good, not this year, next year.
Hmm.
So your legs will be looking a lot better next season. And they understand that. It helps set the expectations as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Shortwave diathermy is great, isn't it? I mean, it's
Oh, it's brilliant. I've done a few sort of official sessions, but I'm also, when I'm doing other bits and pieces, I'm just saying, do you want me to just do a little bit of zapping? So I'm just doing it opportunistically as well.
yes,
And most of the legs that I've assessed definitely have got a place for doing a bit of the both of them as well, for sure.
yes,
It's just so
yes.
easy and see, you don't have to think about it. It's so easy, isn't it?
It is. It's deceptively easy, and the equipment is affordable.
Yeah.
The consumables are very, very inexpensive, and the profit margin if for shortwave diathermy is over 90%, and for microsclerotherapy it's nearly 90%. So they're both very profitable cosmetic vein treatments that you
Yes.
can add to your practice. So tell me, have you had to market it specifically, or are you just telling people that this is something that you do now?
At the moment, I'm telling people the website, which obviously we'll talk about, but that's all gone on there now. So I'm ready to market it specifically, because I was a bit aware that I didn't want to be marketing something that would bring people to my website and then there was no information on it on there. But now it's all on there. And I
Oh,
actually had a meeting with Gemma, who owns the wider clinic here this morning. And she sent me a list of things that their social media manager want so that they can promote it as well. So I need to do that this afternoon and then do a proper. I don't know how you feel. Where do you stand on offers and things like that? Because I don't do them ever. Do you ever do introductory offers, or what?
what do you mean by an introductory offer? You mean
So a new clinic, a new treatment that's coming into clinic for an X amount of time, you might get, 20% off it or something. I've never done those kind of offers because I kind of think it cheapens things a little bit.
exactly?
But I didn't know
Yes.
if there was, if you've tried and tested everything and actually you think it's a good idea.
No, I don't think it's a good idea. I
No.
think discounts and offers, one, they might attract the wrong person who's really just looking for a clinic on the basis of price and
Yeah.
cost. So you get the wrong sort of customer who's more likely to complain and
Like
less
Groupon
likely to
shoppers.
comply with your aftercare arrangements and so forth.
Yeah.
And once you start, and as you say, I think it sends the wrong message in general about your clinic. What you're trying to project with your clinic is that this is an ethical, medically led, highly trained professional providing these treatments. Offers and coupons and discounts and just doesn't
Yeah.
sit well for me. They might work well for others, but I've never done them.
Good. I'm pleased you said that, because that's my feeling. And I didn't know if you said, oh, no, don't be so snobby. It's absolutely fine.
No, no, I don't think so. I mean, I think, as you say, it sends the wrong message, and also it doesn't value your time. It doesn't value your training, the cost of the training that you undertook, the professionalism and skill and expertise you're bringing to that treatment. And as you say, it sends the wrong message out. So you'll get the wrong sort of client. I think if you're pricing it fairly and you're offering a great service, I wouldn't give a discount or an offer.
So in terms of pricing, I haven't set it in stone, but what I was thinking was, with the sclerotherapy was 395 per session.
Yes.
Does that sit about right?
I used to charge myself and my colleague at the vein care centre. We used to charge £400 a session.
Mm-hmm.
395 per session is at the high end, but if your demographic will support that, I would go that.
So far, they've all said, oh, okay, yeah, fine. They haven't actually done
Well,
it, but they've said fine. No one's
they're
blinked.
not. No one's blinked. Well, if no one's blinked or fallen off their chair, then I would go ahead. But are you going to offer a package? Are you going to say it's 395 per session, but most people require 3 sessions? So I could book you in for 3 sessions if you make a prepayment at the time of booking of X.
I hadn't got that far, to be honest with you. I just kind of
Okay.
looked at a few local areas and what was being costed. And then I thought, I'll speak to you and see what you think. I mean, generally speaking, with most of my treatments, I tend to sit in the kind of upper middle. That's where I
Yes.
normally sit. So I may be just a bit above that then with the sclerotherapy. But
No, look here. You've had excellent training,
yes.
and I noted that you are very skilled. I mean, we weren't telling you anything that wasn't true. On the
No.
hands-on day, you were outstanding. You picked it up so quickly, and your blanching and your technical skills were very, very good. So you have the skill, and with practice, you will be an extremely skilled practitioner. I certainly put you there well above average on the
Oh,
hands-on course.
fantastic.
why not charge above average costs? You're
Yeah.
worth it. And your
Yeah.
clients are worth it. You're going to give them a great service. By
Yeah.
charging $395, you're going to attract a good client who's paying you well and will listen to the aftercare advice and the pre-care advice, and they'll come back and they'll have their follow-ups and they'll commit to a series of 2 or 3 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 395, if nobody's fallen off their chair and
Not
they
at all.
do come back, stay with that. Prices can only go in one direction, I've found. You can't
Yeah.
really drop your prices because the people who've had treatment with you before at that price will be offended if you
Yeah.
subsequently drop your prices or they hear that you're discounting to others, and
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah.
So I think have an ethical pricing structure, charge what you're worth, provide a great service, and you're in a demographic that's obviously quite wealthy.
Yeah. I did accidentally quote for the shortwave diathermy. I accidentally quoted my sclerotherapy price to one person, and she said, "Oh, okay, fine."
Well,
Um,
well, this is not, no. Well, you say that, but I used to charge £400 for a shortwave diathermy
oh,
session,
did
but
you?
it included a session at 6 weeks in case there were any small residual pains. So when I
Ah,
saw them so that's another way of offering a great service, is to say, I will see you back at 6 weeks for a checkup, make sure that it's healing well. And if at that stage there are any small residual veins that are in the treated area, not elsewhere on the face,
yes.
that require a second treatment, that is included. And that was £400. So if you're charging $395 for microsclerotherapy per session, and you're charging $395 for shortwave diathermy, and your demographic, your client base doesn't fall off their chair, then charge that. Here's the
Mm,
thing. Here's the thing, Louise. It's better to have one client at 395 than 2 clients at 200.
mm,
It's much better. You can then spend more time with them and you feel you're offering a great service, and your profit margin is going to be good.
yeah,
And it's your time. You'd rather see one patient at 395 and close the clinic earlier than to hang around for 2 patients and charge 200.
very true. Yeah, yeah, very true. I'll put it back up then.
Put it back up. Yes, put it back up. And as I say, prices can only go in one direction.
Mm,
So don't discount and don't offer special offers and introductory things. You're
mm,
very skilled. You've had a very high quality course. You've performed well. You've got the right equipment, and you know how to deal with any issues. So yeah, charge it. That's what it's there. We we want you to have a profitable cosmetic vein practice. We don't want you to have a busy
mm,
cosmetic vein practice. We want you to have a profitable cosmetic vein practice. I'd much rather you did 3 or 4 treatments a week, treating face and leg veins at high profit,
mm.
than be busy treating 10, 12 with low profit
Yeah, very
margins.
true. Yeah,
Because you've got other things on your menu that you can offer as well. And of course, your spider vein treatments on the face are going to bring in those patients who are going to be with you for a long time with your skincare.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. They're the
Your
ones that I'm
medical.
very much seeing because as the skincare's working and the pigmentation's being suppressed, etc., some broken veins that weren't really all that visible before are becoming visible. And so what I'm seeing is that as part of my skincare programs, I'm often then suggesting diathermy as the final icing on the cake to get everything completely lovely and beautiful at the end of it all. And everyone's so receptive to it because they're already invested in their skin. So if you can say, those final little bits can get rid of them, they love it.
Great.
You need to,
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you see, what I like about your approach, Louise, is that it's not just I'm offering a treatment. I'm offering care. I'm offering
mm,
skin care. I'm looking after you, not just saying I offer shortwave diathermy or I
mm,
do microsclerotherapy. You're offering advice, expertise, and you're offering more than just a procedure.
Yeah. And they do all fit in nicely. So the plan, hopefully, is to offer, I don't want to call them packages, but basically over the course of the year, your skin is assessed and you'll get your medical grade skincare. You'll get however many hyaluronic acid injectable boosters, for example. You'll get your shortwave diathermy, and it will be planned out over the course of the year and individual to that particular patient. So they just have to trust me that I'm telling them when to come in for what thing, but essentially it's handed over. They're giving you their skin, and you know, you work out in versus injectable skincare and vein treatment, what is due when, and keep that rolling, really.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Tell me, Louise, was your background at any stage in management?
My last job, I set up a virtual ward service. That was management focused. I was lead practice nurse for City and Hackney for 10 years, so I did have a team that I managed there. But I've always been patient focused, but I've had managerial sides to it as well. But
Yes.
practice nurse mainly by background.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, it shows really. Yeah, you were very quick to get your website updated. Do you do it all yourself?
Between myself and my other half, yeah. So he's
You
good with
do?
computers, and
Yes.
we do it together. Yeah.
Okay. And did you manage to look at the 15-point essential
Yes.
checklist? What
Yes.
did you think of it?
Really good. Yeah, very good.
Good.
It actually, so I did a fair bit of research before doing this website. I did a fair bit of research into what should be on there. And it was really interesting because in your checklist, there were lots of things that I forgot about that isn't on my website, that I remembered thinking, oh, gosh, yeah, I was supposed to put a blog on. I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to do that. So, yeah, really good.
I mean, it is a lot of work keeping a website up to date, and
Yeah.
I tend to do it once a year. In fact, I've just had a look at my own website and updated it, and did quite a bit of research. And when I looked at what my website was doing, I had to update my checklist. So it was very
Mm,
useful once a year to have a spring clean.
yeah. Because you forget, don't you? If
But
you don't keep
you
looking,
do,
it
you
gets out. There was a pop-up for a skincare event that I did last April. And I was, oh God, that's still popping up because you have to keep on top of it.
yes, yes. Okay, well, let's have a look at your website then.
Mm,
Um, Do you mind if I do a screen share and
no.
show? I might record this with your permission,
Yeah, of course.
Louise, and do a YouTube video.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could say no if you don't want to.
No, I don't mind.
You don't mind. Okay, let me do this. Ah, here we are. Share screen. There we are. Now, that's your homepage.
It is indeed.
Now, what strikes me straight away, Louise, this is what I like about this homepage, is that you appear on the homepage. That's not a stock photograph. That's
Mhm.
you. And it immediately tells me that this is the person I'm going to meet at my appointment. And it tells me immediately before the so-called the break in the page, the web
Mhm.
page, that you do advanced aesthetics. And I can see that you have your logo there, and you have already here book a consultation. Is that an electronic online booking system, Louise?
Yes. So it takes you through to the system that the wider clinic use.
Right. And they can go on there and let's just use it. Based at Cheek. There we are. Opening hours. Got a nice map there. And how do I actually book?
So it should, is that what it took you to when you
Yes.
book online? Maybe
Yes.
the
Book a consultation. Based at Cheek. Back to top.
it's that link when we were fiddling around with it at the weekend. That should take you straight through to Forest. There's me thinking, oh, I'll get it all up to date.
What do I have to click to go to your online
So
booking?
it should just be that book online. So if you go back to the homepage, so if you click on me, Louise Evans Aesthetics there, that's it. And
Yes.
then
Book
so
your,
that in theory should take you straight through to it.
there we
But
are.
if it's
There we are.
not, then that's
No,
homework.
it does. Yes, it does. Here it is now. It's in a different pop-up. So it's on a different page. It doesn't see on the share this tab instead. There we are. There you go. Go straight to here.
And
I
then
can
down at
book a
the
skin.
bottom, Louise Evans Medical Aesthetics. You see the bottom one? And then that should be a drop down to all the different services.
Yes, this one here. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that now. And there's you put shortwave diathermy and vein sclerotherapy. Excellent. Is that a stock photograph?
It is actually, yeah.
Like, and yes. Okay. Well, you'll soon. I mean, obviously, you've seen some people with facial veins. Have you been able to take some photographs of them? And
Yes, I've got some befores and afters that need to go on there. So I want to do
right.
almost like a library of real images.
Yes. Great. Okay. Well, what I can see straight away is that your homepage is great. It shows you. Your menu system is great. You've got a way of contacting you and online booking. You've got your social tabs here. There's some stock photographs that you can obviously add to. Are these all stock photographs?
These are stock
Louise?
photographs, but they should link you through to the actual treatments and some more information on the different treatments.
Right. Okay. And you've got some testimonials here.
Yeah. They should be a revolving kind of link to Google ones.
Okay. Have you got a Google My Business page?
How would I know? What does that look like?
Well, if we go to Maps and we ask for Louise Evans Aesthetics. Yes. You've got 5 stars, 18 reviews. Yes, you've got some reviews there. Let me show
Oh, you mean sort of what happens when you put in Google?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. And I think that there's been a little bit of whatever it's called, the search engine optimization to try and get
Yes.
me up a bit quicker. And then I'm
Are
also,
you?
sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm also linked into Cheek, which is the wider clinic. So although I've got the 5s there, there's sort of 350, 400 reviews on theirs that are I'm linked to them. So if people search that, it will come up with me as well, I think.
Do you actively ask for Google reviews?
I'm horrible at it. I mean to, I really do. I've got one of these. I'll show you. I've got my little sign, but I'm really
Okay.
not very good. So I need to perhaps do it in a follow-up email because then it's not awkward for me to ask.
Yes. The other thing is you can share the link to leave a review and send them a text after each
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
consult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Google reviews are important. I mean, you'll go up higher in the search engines if people are looking for you, certainly on maps. And it's very reassuring to see testimonials. I think that's a really nice.
Oh, thank you.
There's one thing I would like to see on it though.
Yeah.
Some video of you. This is the response I get from everybody that I say I'd like some video of you. Nervous laughter, or they just say, "Okay, well."
Yeah. It's something that I do understand the value of. I absolutely do. It's just doing it. So I will do it. I've got some videos on Instagram. So
Yes.
what I was thinking was get a blog or something like that on there and put videos on there and you know, thoughts, new treatments, things that are relevant to maybe what's going on in the news or something at the moment. And then just get used to just speaking about things on camera.
Well, there's a useful little hack. I'll tell you what it is. Nobody likes talking in front of a camera. It's difficult. It is difficult. But if you were to have a pretend consultation with a friend, so you have a friend in front of you and you have the camera next to your friend.
Mhm.
So you're facing your friend and next to your friend is your phone recording, or you could get it done with a proper camera, but a phone will do.
Mm.
And your friend asks you a question like, I see you do shortwave diathermy. Can you tell me what that is? Might I be suitable? The sort of questions that somebody might actually ask you in a consultation.
Mhm.
That way you feel as if you're talking to a patient, but it's being
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a really good idea.
So for each of your treatments, say on your homepage, you've got anti-wrinkle treatments or dermal fillers. Pretend or imagine a situation in which somebody comes into your clinic and says, I've got these frown lines or wrinkles around my eyes or forehead. What can be done about this these days?
Mhm.
And then you could just start talking as if you're giving a consultation.
Yeah.
That way, people will actually see you talking about the treatments that you offer,
Mm.
and you won't feel quite so self-conscious about trying to think of something
Mm.
exciting or unique or super interesting. Another thing at you, Louise, is, and I'm not flattering you, you do come across well on camera.
Thank you. I think I'm
You
very
do.
awkward.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, I'm talking to you now on camera, essentially.
Yeah,
You've
true.
got your phone on. You've got a phone on tripod, have you?
It's my iPad.
It's your iPad.
Mm.
Well, you could have that on a desk next to your friend, and your friend is just asking you, tell me, I see you've just done a microsclerotherapy course. What is microsclerotherapy?
Mm.
And you just tell your friend,
Yeah.
microsclerotherapy is.
Yeah.
How would I know if I'm suitable? Who's not suitable for microsclerotherapy? What is shortwave diathermy?
Mm.
And of course, people will hear you talking, they'll hear your voice, and they'll feel as if they've had the consultation with you
Mm.
before you even arrive.
Yeah, and you get that familiarity.
Yes. And I used to have a lot of videos on my homepage website, and I used to be talking about various conditions and various treatments. One of the things, one of the most flattering things that somebody said to me when I met them for a consultation, he said to me, "You look just like your videos." He felt he knew me already before he'd met
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing you need, because let's be honest, Louise, if I didn't know you when I was coming for a consultation for the first time, it's a big trust issue, isn't it? To allow
Yeah.
somebody to put a needle in their face and inject a filler, or take a shortwave
Absolutely.
take a shortwave diathermy machine and buzz a vein. I mean, we think it's just sapping a vein, but or some of the other things you do, it's a lot of
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
And nothing builds trust more quickly than video.
Mm.
And you would come across very well on video, I'm telling
I
you.
need to do it.
Yeah, need to do it. Do
Yeah.
an afternoon. Find somebody who will give you, you must have a list of the frequently asked questions that you get asked
I
about your various
do.
treatments.
I do. And I think I'm probably overcomplicating it in my head, whereas actually I'm sure that some of the most effective videos will be the simple explanation, the snippets of consultations. You know, I don't have to
Yes.
reinvent the wheel, do I?
No. Let's say you video 5 different FAQs about microsclerotherapy that your friend's going to ask you. That doesn't need to be a 5-minute video. It could be 5 1-minute clips.
Mm.
The thing about these search engines nowadays, particularly AI search engines, is that they like answers to questions,
Mm.
the sorts of questions that the people are asking for. If you've got an FAQ question that says, what is microsclerotherapy?
Mm.
And you just explain, just give a
Yeah.
definition about it in 30 seconds, and who's suitable, who's not suitable,
Yeah.
what are the risks, how effective is it, what happens afterwards?
Mm.
Will I be able to go on holiday? Can I get on a plane? What about brown marks? You could talk. I'm sure you could talk for quite a few minutes
Mm.
on five different questions on micro. Think of 5 questions, 5 questions for shortwave diathermy, and then just give the answer. You don't need to be looking straight at the camera.
Yeah.
You don't need to be. You could be talking to your partner, or to a colleague, or
Yeah.
to somebody else at the clinic. Just set it up for an
Yeah.
hour and cover shortwave diathermy and micro. And once you've done it once or twice, I think you'll find it quite easy. Because lots of things that you do are really quite interesting, very interesting. Neck
Yeah.
rejuvenation. I mean, I need some of that. You could do.
Yeah, there are lots of and even down to the different techniques, because we assume that people know the difference between a cannula and a needle, and they don't. And I mean, any of it really, unless you're in the, you know, in the medical field, you're not going to know about hardly any of this stuff,
No,
really.
no, no. And you choose to use a cannula because it's safer.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
just 30 seconds explaining why a cannula is safer than
Yeah,
than a needle. I've just spotted a typo. Under eye rejuvenation. Louise is gone. You got kicked out.
yeah.
No, I think that would be great. And I think if you were to make that your project for, I don't know, the end of May or the end of June, say, I'm going to commit to a video up before the end of the month, and
Hmm.
you do a series of little videos once a month
Mm,
just on your phone. What do you
yeah,
use to edit your videos on for Instagram and Facebook and things like that?
just the Instagram app on my phone. I don't
Right.
do anything fancy at all.
No. In fact, Louise, I think if it looks too fancy, it doesn't come across as very authentic. If you just
Yeah,
hit record, do the answer, and bung it up, I think you'll be surprised.
yeah, yeah. You
The
don't need
engagement,
perfection, do you?
no, no, you don't. In fact,
Mm,
it's in many ways, if it's just a bit rough and ready, like you've just come into the clinic, you've got a quick 5 minutes, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about. I'm going to sit down with prospective client here and tell you all about shortwave diathermy
mm,
in the next 15 minutes.
yeah.
Press record and upload it. Cut it up into 5 little bits if you can. What is shortwave diathermy? Who's suitable? When can I have it? What happens afterwards? What's the aftercare? It's not just moisturization, it's skin preparation in the way you explained. And if you could do one on neck one, I'd be very interested to
Yeah,
see what you can do for the neck. Why does the neck why does the neck go like this as we get older?
because of
What
the yeah, oh, sorry, I thought you asked. I
No,
thought
no. I mean,
I asked
ask.
you.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's what people want to know. Why is it gone like this, and why?
Yeah,
What can be done about it? How
yeah.
effective is it? What are the risks? What are people's fears about Botox? Am I going to look paralyzed? Am I going to be able to smile?
Mm,
I've heard that you can't close your eye, or it could go wonky.
mm,
You see that very few people, and probably none of your competitors, Louise, have got videos on their website. Your website's very good, very good. But there's a really good case for putting video on
mm.
it. One reason is that you will come across well, and it will be a virtual consultation. They'll feel they've met you before they actually make the appointment. They're more likely to make an appointment if they feel you're the sort of person they can trust.
Yeah,
They know you, they like you, they trust you, you're knowledgeable and professional,
yeah.
and they're more likely to book.
Most of my patients are first timers. They're generally speaking, midlife ladies who probably had nothing before. And a lot of it for them is trust. And they may have sat back and just watched the odd post and kind of just watched me for a little bit before they've come and booked. Because I would say my patients aren't really ones that shop around. They make a informed choice as to who they want to trust starting in this sort of world with. So I think you're absolutely right. If I can get some videos up, it will just help to ease that trust process along.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely will. Definitely will. And it will immediately separate you from your competitors. You'll be able to
Mm,
charge, over time, you'll be able to charge even more of a premium. Also, people who visit your website, particularly if they see a video on your homepage, they're more likely to stay on your homepage longer,
hmm.
which tells Google, it sends a signal to Google that your website is interesting. If people click on a website and bounce off very quickly, it tells Google that that's not a very good website. It's not relevant. And so search engines won't send more people to your website. They
Right.
only send,
Okay.
so the longer people stay on your homepage, the more it signals to all the search engines, particularly Google. Now everyone's using Google. It signals to Google, this is a relevant, interesting website. I'm going to send more traffic there. The last thing Google wants to do is send people to websites that are not interesting, irrelevant, and have a high bounce rate, as it's called.
Mm,
So if you could get somebody engaged on one of your videos, even if it's only for 30 seconds, watch a 1 minute video, tells Google, this is an interesting website. It's got a long dwell time. We're going to send more traffic to Louise Evans
mm,
rather than the website down the road because they don't spend so long. So it's a really good way, not only of getting people to know you before they see you, but also to tell Google that your visitors are staying longer.
yes.
Other than that, Louise, it's a great website. Um, you've got a typo on your homepage under eye rejuvenation.
Oh, have I?
Yes, typos are very hard to see on your own website. You've got
Yeah.
neck rejuvenation, which I'm particularly interested in, but under eye rejuvenation, you've spelt it with an I rather than an E.
Okay, let's get that sorted. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's the kind of thing that is just, can't be there.
no, can't be there. It just says
Mm,
not sure,
haven't, yeah.
not sure about Louise.
Yes, she can't even spell. Right, perfect. I've got that.
Okay, good. Okay, well, I think other than that, Louise, if you get some video on there, I think you've got a fantastic website. You've
Oops.
got you've got an interesting homepage. You've got a picture of you. You're replacing stock images with real images. You've got reviews. One thing I would put at the bottom somewhere is your NMC logo.
Ah, maybe I didn't put NMC. There should be some logos on there. Maybe they've vanished. So there should be University of Southampton, King's University, NMC. No?
I don't see it on your web. I don't see it on your homepage.
Right. I'll change that because there should be some unis, as you say, NMC, but also the professional bodies and Hamilton Fraser, who I'm insured with.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
People like that. They like to know that you're fully insured and that you're regulated by the NMC and that you've had university training, all those sorts of things. That's good.
Yeah,
Mm.
they've obviously vanished in the fiddling.
I think it's great. I think you're going to do well. And you've already got shortwave diathermy and microsclerotherapy up there. I think you're going to be very, very busy.
Hope so. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I like it. I enjoy injecting, and I really enjoyed the day. I really did, and I feel like I'll be able to do it well. I liked it.
you will. You will. The shortwave diathermy, I'm sure you will have absolutely no trouble with, and it gives very, very reliable, very good results. Microsclerotherapy needs practice, and you will get better with time. But what surprised me on the hands-on training day is how quickly you picked it up.
Yeah,
You
I
picked it
feel
up very quickly.
I don't fear doing it whatsoever. I just know I want to get going and do it.
Yes,
Um,
get going.
the shortwave diathermy, I haven't had any issues with the needle sticking or anything like that. It's all been really nice and smooth actually. So that's been good.
Good.
So yeah, that I've got no worries about. I just want to get going with the injecting.
Great.
Mhm.
Well, should we catch up in the autumn?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's have another meeting in September. I'll send you a WhatsApp with with the date proposed,
Yeah.
or should we want to put something in the diary now?
Let's do that. So have you got any more mentorship courses coming up? Got anyone?
Yes. Yes, I've
Good.
got somebody else mentoring, and I won't include them with your calls because they're early on, so they'll just hold you back. But yes, we've got another booking next week for
Oh,
mentoring.
super.
Great. I think by then, Louise, you might have some cases to show.
I would
Keep the
certainly
pictures.
hope so. I'd like to have some
Yes, you'll have.
cases after a couple of sessions and have the end result or near the end result.
Take some pictures at every stage so you see the journey of they're looking worse, they're looking better. Take immediate photographs at every appointment. And that way you'll build your own portfolio. So when people say to you, what's it like after sclerotherapy? What does it look like immediately after shortwave diathermy? You'll be able to
Yeah.
tell them. And one trick that I learned on the course was to give your patient a mirror as you do the zapping, because they see the veins disappear
That
immediately.
would be satisfying, wouldn't it? I'm trying to
That
find.
will.
Let me see. I've got a quick photo to show you, but I'm trying to. Where is it? What am I doing? I don't know if this will show up very well. This was the most recent nose. Does that show up? Or not really?
Not really. No.
No.
Send it to me via WhatsApp, and I'll.
I will do. I was quite because that was just a quick one, just on some little ones on here, and there was a good result. So yeah, I will do.
And was it a man or a woman?
Man.
And did he wince when you did it?
No.
So I don't know. Do you know? I think I've been putting on local anaesthetic creams for these shortwave diathermies, and I was just. They don't need it, do they?
No. And also then you won't, with some of the tiny, tiny little veins, the cream might just make them impossible to see because you blanch quite
Yes,
a bit with the cream, don't you?
yes,
No,
yes.
no,
Excellent.
they're
Oh,
fine.
well, there we are. I've learnt.
You
I've
can
learnt something.
have your cream in clinic.
Louise, you'll be great on camera.
Thank you.
You will. You will. You come across really well on camera. And I think if you need to get those videos up of you
Yeah.
explaining what happens as the patient journey. Just think of it in terms of you're talking to a patient when they first come in. They don't know anything about what they've got. They don't know anything about the various treatments, what it means, what it does, the aftercare. And just get one up. And
Mm,
over time, you'll have a little FAQ series for all your treatments, 1 minute clips, just answering directly a question.
yeah.
Just read back the question saying, a lot of patients ask me about well, you could get your friend to say, what exactly is microsclerotherapy?
Mm,
And he or she will be recorded. And then you answer them slightly off camera so you don't feel you're talking to your phone or to your iPad.
yeah.
You're actually talking to your friend or your partner, explaining to him or her what it is. And the iPad is recording everything slightly off to the side. So
Mm,
you're saying, well, microsclerotherapy is the injection of a sclerosant. It's prescription medicine, which causes the vein to collapse and over time disperse.
yeah. Which is, what we do every day. We explain things every day, don't we? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And you see, you are going to then be answering the questions that people actually ask. So,
Yeah.
when people type in what causes leg spider veins, bang, Google sends them to your page with Louise Evans' 45-second clip explaining what is a leg spider vein and what causes
Mm,
them. What's the best way to get rid of leg spider veins? That's what people type in. And there is Louise Evans saying, the best way to get rid of leg spider veins is a technique called microsclerotherapy, and just a couple of sentences about what it is. I think you'll
yeah.
come across great. I think when we meet in September, Louise, you're going to have about 3 or 4 nice videos on your homepage
Yeah.
that will keep your audience or new visitors engaged.
I'm going to make sure I do it. And this is why this is good as well, because it holds me accountable. Because otherwise, I am very good at finding things to procrastinate over. But if I'm accountable to somebody, I don't want to see you and say, oh, I haven't done it. So I'll make sure I've
No. Well, when I suggested last week we'd have a look at your website, I wasn't expecting you to have microsclerotherapy and shortwave
done.
diathermy up there.
I'm accountable, you see.
Well, that's it. That's it. Most people have a wish list. They say, oh, yes, I'd like to do a video. I think, yes, I know video is important. I will do it sometime,
Yeah.
but they don't get to do it.
Yeah.
It's a big ask. You look around at your competitors in a radius of 20 miles, visit their website and see how
Mm,
many of them have got FAQ videos. I bet
mm,
you none.
mm.
There's nothing worse that puts more fear in a healthcare professional than saying, I'd like to see some videos of you on your website.
Yeah.
People get nervous laughter, long
I know.
silences,
I
looking
think most
down.
would take a cardiac arrest over speaking on camera.
Yeah, but the way to think of it is I'm not speaking on camera. I'm talking to my friend about this, and there just happens to be an iPad at the
Yeah.
side doing the recording, and you'll be surprised. And
Mm,
the other thing, of course, is nobody likes looking at themselves on video and hearing their voice. Their voice always sounds strange.
mm.
They feel awkward. But the people who are going to meet you for the first time are going to say to you, I feel as if I've already known you because I can see you on your website.
And I
And you're
don't
going to
have
look,
looking at them, do I? I'll upload them and forget about them.
yeah. And you don't mind sitting in front of a patient and explaining things,
No.
not embarrassed about that. There's just an iPad in the side
Mm.
recording it for your website. It's a virtual consultation and they're going to love it. And it will set you apart from all your competitors. They won't do it, Louise. They'll say, I've seen Louise Evans' website. She's got 10 videos. I really must do that. They won't.
Mm.
They won't.
I will.
Right. See you in September.
See you in September.